Hello everyone. So today we are going to integrate the gameplay camera system into our this turn-based action or turn-based combat project we are working on. So here we earlier had the same system with a regular camera. Now in this preview what you are seeing is not the traditional camera setup but the gameplay camera system setup. So we are going to set up a simple gameplay camera system and integrate that into our existing character and get rid of the traditional camera in this episode. And before we get started, let me remind you, this is the full playlist of this series. Everything is explained and implemented from scratch. I'll leave the link to full playlist in the description, and also once you become a member in my Patreon page, you can access the full project files of this project, and actually not just the project. To the date there are over 2000 videos, and for each video project files are available. Right, now let's get back to today's episode. Alright, so this is what we have as of now. We can switch characters and we can focus on different enemies, and if I press X we can go to this this skills menu, and if I press B we can go back. So now I want to integrate the gameplay camera system. I saw the comments that multiple people suggested that we should have used gameplay camera system for this character instead of rely on regular traditional camera. So this is what we have as of now, as you can see, and we are going to replace this with a gameplay camera. So first I will take a snapshot of these spring arm settings, and therefore it's 90, so no need to take that. So because I'm going to replicate this with the gameplay camera. Right, now first thing you should do is, in order to use gameplay cameras, make sure that you have enabled the plugin. I have already enabled that. Note that this is still experimental. Right, now I did an introduction to gameplay camera system yesterday on a separate standalone project, but so we are going to follow the same thing here. PP, let's create a new folder, camera, and you would need three things to set up a gameplay camera. So first thing is, here if you go to gameplay, you need a camera asset. I'll choose this blueprint. What was that option? I forgot. Blueprint camera director. Yeah, 𝐶𝐴 combat camera. Oh, no, 𝐶𝐴 camera director. Let's just call it 𝐶𝐴 camera director. Okay, and if I go here, right away you see an error because no evaluator blueprint class is set. So let's create one because we need fun for that, and I already see this because I was testing in this project. So yeah, but anyway, let's not use that. Let's do it from scratch. Just this folder, P camera, and let's call it CDE camera. Yeah, let's just say camera. No, we need something else. This camera. Okay, let's call it. Right, now that is already assigned here. Compile. Camera isn't using any camera rigs, so we need to activate at least one camera rig. So for that, we can use this activate camera rig, and so let's create a camera rig too in the same folder. Gameplay, camera rig, CR combat, because this is going to be the combat camera. And I'll select that CR combat and compile. Now this warning is gone. Okay. Now in here in this camera CR combat, so if you check here, first thing we need is the first thing we notice is we have the camera attached to the end of the spring arm, which has a length of 200 and support offset 90 and 10. So let me delete this, right? And here we have this boom arm node, and here we can set this boom offset, and it was 200, so this should be behind the character, so I'll set it to minus 200, right? Then I'll attach this camera to the character. So I already deleted the traditional camera. I'll add a gameplay camera component and choose this CA camera director. Now you see we have this camera. So if I play right now, see, I'm seeing the character from the side, not from behind as we used to. So that's because, as I understand, this this attachment happens in the world space. So this X is applied on world space. That should be the reason, because here X direction is that way, you can see. So that's why my camera is here like this. But instead of that, so to correct that, let's do something like this here. Let's add a sequence and connect it like this, and we can attach all this attach to actor, and then we can promote this attachment as a camera interface parameter. Now you wouldn't see anything different. It's still the orientation is wrong. So here in the character, do we have on possess here? No. On possess event possessed. So when this character is possessed, I'll get the gameplay camera. We can actually set attachment like this, CR combat, but here we can make this attachment data as sector. I'll put self, which is this character, but for, well, right now we don't need any other stuff. So here we need camera evaluation data, camera data. So we can get it, get camera data, shared camera data, and use this. So please note that this is also the first time that I'm trying this system, so there may be mistakes, there may be things I do in wrong way, so just note that, and let me know if in case you find out that I'm making any mistakes here in the comments. That would help us all. Right, now this is it. Let's see. Even still the preview is like this, but here now, no, still not correct. Alright, here we have some options attached to rotation. Let's enable that too. Actually, let me disconnect this, because here if I auto activate this for player, now let's see. Yeah, this is correct. So maybe the previous thing that I did is not required anyway. But yeah, let me switch. Yeah, T is working. Okay. So anyway, it's good to know that we can do such things, even though it was useless in the end. So okay, let's do this now. Right, now here we have this, and then you can see my field of view is not correct. So field of view, I'll set to 90. Okay, now the field of view also looks correct. So we had something else here. This socket offset 90 and 10. We should have something similar for that too. There. Okay. Both, I think both the same. Yeah. So offset. It was 90 and 10.5. Oh yeah, there was an error. Oh, this is not. What's this? Oh, this. Okay, let's delete this. No longer used. Right, now let's see. Yeah. So this is closer to what we had, but I do see somewhat different. Let's make the boom camera offset a little bit closer. This. I think this is better. Right. And this. So I had the ability to focus on different characters. That is also somewhat working. Let's see if I switch with this offset. Yeah, it seems fine. Okay. But the change, so the focus is happening. Let me show you. It's just a set control rotation. Maybe this is not the ideal way to set a focus the gameplay camera. There is another node, framing, this panning, framing, and here we have this target location. Maybe we can use this, but let's do that later. I'll just keep it aside for now. And also, to address the problem of sudden change of rotation, let's say dampen rotation. Let's see if this works. Let's try with one. It's still not that smooth. It's not doing what I think it would do. So maybe let's try this. And promote this target to camera interface parameter. And here, target location, 𝐂𝐚𝐽𝐻. Is this, not this. And here we already have the actor location, which is the target location of the focus target. And we need this camera data. date evaluator connect. Right, let's see what happens now. So here, if the target is within this dead zone, no, this dead zone inside which the target can freely move. So if the target is, which is the target that we pass here as the parameter, the ideal position is the center of the screen. That's what ideal framing location means. And if it is within this box around this point, this point 2 represents like 0.2% of the total screen size. So let's just make this smaller, basically like this. So we should see the camera is moving. Now here we are focusing on the center, the middle character, and the third character. Yeah, I think it would be better if we frame the target a bit above the screen, so like 0.4 vertically. Let's see what happens now. Okay, so that system is working, but that makes our character, that means our own character, it would be ideal if the character remains within these bounds. But when I choose a different target, you can see the HUD is moving with that. So my character is no longer in between these buttons. So that's not ideal. So therefore, we will have to rethink this focusing thing that we are doing. Therefore, for now, I'm just gonna break this because we will come back to that later, because I want to keep my character in the correct place. And I'll disable this as well. Now the character is in the correct position. Okay. Oh, also, on the other hand, let's revert back to this order method. The backup. Let's stop this episode for now. So even though we didn't make much progress as a gameplay mechanism, but we integrated the gameplay camera system, so that's something. So yeah, in future episodes, let's see how to make it work with the targeting system and also all the camera transitions that we need. For example, this one. So here, when I go to the skills, my character should, the camera should have a different angle. So I want to do that as well. And when I go back, we should be back in the regular view. So let's look into those things in the upcoming episode. So as always, updated project files will be available here for download in the Patreon page. And don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next episode. Goodbye.